What do you want to play?
You want to do some FTL?
You want to play The Sims?
Sure.
Yeah, let's get The Sims back up. It's been a while. Let's just,
This was a disaster.
Fuck it. Armageddon. Oh, God. Jesus, tap dancing Christ, that was a fucking mess. Where did I put The Sims? Oh, it's still down at the bar. Okay.
Still down on the bar.
Oh,
It's been like a year since we've played it.
Yeah, that's how long it's been.
Yeah. I have a concept of time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Where is... No, that's the hat. That's Shitty Sky.
Isn't it SMS?
Sims.
Yeah.
There we go.
If you didn't name the sources ridiculous memes...
Hey, I knew what it was as soon as I saw it.
Why would... Why do you think that would do anything?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to do a new capture.
Oh, no, that's not what I was trying to do.
Oh. Oh, you're trying to bring in an image.
Yeah.
I see.
These could come in handy.
Your meme glasses?
Yeah. I'll just save those for later.
If you don't name them anything, you're gonna forget what they are.
I don't give a shit. Only losers need titles.
That's why we have Armageddon.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the dimensions of the game before.
It was. No, it was not.
It was not.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Sweet Jesus.
This game has plumbus.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I forgot.
We put too many people in this house.
No. Hold on, you're not logged in. Fuck you. Maxis. The Maxis of evil. There we are. Hey, it's even the right size.
Oh shit, we don't have to do anything.
No, that was just the size it was before. Good. Good.
Okay, so Rue is street.
Probably a kind of wine. Click on all the things.
It's lagging, so
Oh.
you have to wait until it decides to be
Oh
responsive.
yeah, response times may vary as your game loads. If desired, you may opt out of this experience in the options.
Look at how laggy the Darwin is.
I think that's just to us. Probably, hopefully. Because we're not dropping frames.
No, I just... Rustic, Regal, and Trolls. Robbie's gonna come back and we're just playing a completely different game.
Yeah, because our trolls got massacred.
Everybody died. Again. Within 2 minutes of me naming them after Trolls, they all started dropping like
Oh,
flies.
no, we are getting like 3 frames per second. We're not dropping frames, we're just outputting at a lower frame rate.
That's because this is getting a lower frame rate. Everything's fucked right now. NVIDIA, fuck off.
There's the 30.
Yeah, I just had to close NVIDIA.
That's spooky. I like how at 3 frames per second, it was still outputting at like 1700 kilobits per second.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. What are we gonna do once the school year starts again? Okay. Maybe Friday and Saturday?
Sure.
I'm not even
Back,
gonna
baby.
bother. Hello.
What are you doing?
Everyone died.
As soon as I named the gnomes after Trolls from Homestuck, they started getting killed off. And there were 5 trolls left by the end.
They went down into...
Lapis golems came from every orifice. There were like 9 of them. One of them killed so many gnomes that it got a legendary epithet.
I was gone for like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Never leave again.
What happened to Norman?
He
Norman's
was
fine.
fine.
Oh,
It was
he
only
lived.
the ones named after Homestuck trolls that died.
Yeah.
it's a curse.
Yeah. It wasn't even the ones that died in canon.
Uh-uh.
Well, everyone dies in canon. A few times, but
Okay.
never mind.
There are a lot of timelines. That isn't opened. That isn't opened.
But I want it.
That's too bad.
So yeah, we're just gonna go back to our we don't know what to stream game.
Now it's opened.
Yay!
Does that mean that you can have it?
I was hoping he'd expand upon it, but you're like a dog with peanut butter. And not like Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman, a show you should watch.
It's pretty good.
Oh, Jesus.
This kind of tastes like Mountain Dew, but not as good.
Yeah,
Can I see what
that's
you're talking about
citrus
here?
pop for you. Who the fuck is...
It's lemon lime.
I forgot we brought Jack in. That's
Wow.
right. That was the stream where I was
That's-
dying.
Awful. I am not a fan.
It's not that bad.
I mean, I don't really like Mountain Dew all that much, and that just
Oh, the aftertaste though.
and that just
Uh-huh.
adds a few new dimensions of stuff I don't like.
I like how shitty Jack's room is.
We expanded on the grandma's basement idea.
I don't know. There are ways in which my room is kind of awful.
That's the best part of your room.
I would never live in this room, but I love that my sim lives in it. My giant stack
So-
of ghosts.
So, Rami, as a witch, your sim can cast powerful spells to become the most feared sim ever or help others out through the spreading of good about the world. The choice is yours.
Fear.
Then make a contract.
Fear.
And become a
We
witch.
shook hands for those watching at home.
Fulfill your destiny and become the most powerful witch this world has ever seen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Our quota here is almost filled. Oh, that's tutorial. Why did it re-enable tutorial? I think all of our settings just fucked themselves.
Yeah, it does that occasionally.
Oy vey.
I bet the lifespans are set back to normal.
Why would it... Oh my god. I'm just gonna disable aging. If a child shows up, we can fix it.
I like how they're young adults for less than a year.
They're also adults for less than a year.
Sims are not humans. They're just these really weird, fast generating species.
Yeah.
They're really bugs. Under their skin, they're bugs.
Yeah.
That they have skin, and then they have a weird buggy exoskeleton, and then they have their actual bug flesh, and then that's it. The skin is just there.
28 days would be a...
The skin is
A year.
mimicry.
Uh-huh. You're right.
Age catches fast.
They're mimicking an apex predator for protection.
Do not enable shop mode. Do not enable lessons.
Classic trick. in
Don't
technology.
notify us about memories.
You don't want this whole adventure. You don't want this stream to be a Proustian adventure in your Sims.
I think we also have to change the duration of seasons. Winter was 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Right?
I'm gonna make a mod for
No, that
Sims.
Oh, that's
stayed.
safe. What? Why
Probably because it was set to game. Per game instead of overall.
Ah, yes. Yes. Good.
I'm gonna make a mod for The Sims, the Madeline mod,
Are you going to make a
where
mod for
you're
The Sims?
constantly remembering shit, and so you never actually get to play the game. You're just reliving the same stuff over and over again, and going farther and farther into the past, and remembering that time that you loved someone, and smelled some Madeline.
You mean forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it turns out that mods are really hard to make.
I'm not actually gonna make a mod.
Where am I?
Just to be clear.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
waking
say
up.
I'm gonna make a mod.
That was a lie. It was a joke. It was for comedic
for comedy.
purposes.
It was for
Yeah.
laughs.
It was just
Ah,
a
a
harmless
joke.
prank
All right, no one's gonna show up.
for laughs.
No one's gonna show up, so I'm gonna tell you the terrible thing that happened to me last night.
Okay.
Rami's
Okay.
no good. Very bad day.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's what it was.
Banquo.
So, at work, I work
Banquo.
adjacent to a cutie.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I work in the administrative office for some biology departments. She
Is
works-
this the French person?
No, actually,
We don't have any
she's
game
a
volume.
different... She's
Oh.
a different person who is technically French, but she's lived in English-speaking countries for so long that she doesn't sound like... is the other woman who
Wait.
does a lot of uptalk, but in a French accent.
Was that David Long?
Anyways,
This other David?
Yeah.
so cutie, and
that's her
she's
name.
talking about
QT 3.14.
fucking.
That's a thing the internet
It's like
does.
That's
That's a
adorable.
thing that like my geometry teacher in high school did.
That's adorable. Jack, where are you going?
That's like one of those be me.
Where are you going, Jack?
Be at the club. There's a QT 3.14. I'm honing in.
So this cutie,
No, I don't want to be friends with Haley Suramai.
this QT 3.14. You're gonna want to listen to this. This is a great story.
You completed a brilliant painting.
Good.
This is a great story.
Black.
It's
up my
full of
cat.
it's full of pathos.
And ethos and dextrose and maltose. Sell
I
it.
forgot about the Dune paintings. Yes,
Sell it?
Sell
I
that.
love them. Wait, did you just pull a Rothko and just like make a fucking black painting?
It was a still life of the cat.
The problem with the still lifes is that they're very dark for some reason.
Why do you have a wizard hat, Keller?
That's my outside clothes.
Because I decided it.
That was the closest thing to the beanie, I
You're-
guess.
You're going outside to drink a half-calf frappuccino with chocolate sprinkles.
What the fuck?
And then coming back inside. What is happening?
And then I'm gonna bitch that I
Here's-
can't get at the table.
Here's some half-prepared
Pie.
pie that
Pie.
can only be cleaned up. Oh no, you just aren't a high enough level to cook it, so you can't initiate the continue cooking
You
command.
suck.
I know. Hey, remember how last time we played this, we had a bonfire party that everyone showed up to, and we never lit the bonfire,
Uh-huh.
and then everyone went home.
But it still went down as a great part. Did I just grab that? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So this QT 3.14.
hey, jackass, answer your fucking phone.
This QT 3.14.
Uh-huh.
It's chocolate day at work, so we got chocolate. And she's sitting there munching on chocolate and talking to us, and she's like, "I'm doing this comedy thing. It's just me and this other guy working." And she's like, "You should come to it." Yeah. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah. He's cute, and he's doing comedy. I'm like, I'm gonna check this out, and maybe there'll be some fucking hot ass hand holding." Or whatever people do when they court.
Texting and scones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
texting and scones. That's right. That's what I'm hoping for here. And so I go, and
I flubbed it.
you fucked that up.
And then
So
and you grab
later
the
that
plate.
night, I get on the bus.
Uh-huh.
It starts to rain, and I left my umbrella at work, so I'm just getting rained on.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like running around in the street, and I get to
Yeah.
the comedy club. And oh man. She finds me in the street, actually, and I'm running around like a freak, and she's calling my name, and I'm like, I eventually catch on, and, she catches me under her umbrella. This is not Japan, though, so this means nothing.
How much do you want to bet?
It's still like, pretty
Jack
close
was looking
physical
at porn
contact.
on your
Well,
laptop
actually,
right
though,
there.
that is
Right.
relevant because
Relevant?
It is relevant because that, yeah, close contact, it made me more like, oh, yes, this is getting me more into this, idea of romance.
See, the nature of the 3-act Greek tragedy tells me that this is not going to end well for you.
I felt like this was getting into romance. We walk in.
Oh.
We walk in, and there's a table for two. I'm like, yeah. We walk there, and there's a guy at the table, and
For
she
two.
walks up, and she's like, I'm gonna make up names for these people. So there's QT, and then there's
Slagathor.
Slagathor. So yeah, Slagathor. Thank you. That's great.
Slagathor the guy.
Slagathor the guy.
That's what we named Aerith in our Final Fantasy VII playthrough.
Great name, Slagathor. And Slagathor, she walks right up to Slagathor, and she like embraces him. She's like, Slagathor, hi. She's like, this is Rami. She's like, and this is what she says, and this is like, we're moving into the next act here. This is where shit happens.
End of Act 1!
And this is where shit is like, I'm not, this isn't what I thought it was.
This is not the smooch
She's
zone.
like,
Keller?
don't worry.
Keller, can you tell me what that is?
It's a...
Did you puke?
It's a mystery. It's cat product.
It looks like a mold.
Feed my lizard.
You know what? Fuck you!
I don't want it to die.
I do. So we're at an impasse and I have the mouse.
She tells Slagathor, she says, like, don't worry, I didn't, like, invite him. So I'm like, oh, yeah, good luck on the comedy, and then I go up to the bar. And I acquire the sorrow juice. I acquire amounts of sorrow juice. And I sat as far away as I could without, like, it seeming weird. So I, like, determined, like, what's the farthest place in the bar possible, and then I moved, like, a few yards closer to them. I'm a strategic guy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then there were, like, this is like half an hour before the comedy starts. So
Everything
this
is a
baseball
game.
There's this baseball game going on, and so I just watched
It's
the
true,
baseball
though.
game as if I care.
Game theory.
I'm just watching this baseball game as if I care, because, like, what do you do when you're alone at a bar and there's a
Go
cute
home!
kid who you wanted to date? No, but it's too late. I was already in the shit. You can't just be like, I'm gonna go to your comedy, and then you see she's with another guy, and you're like, just kidding, goodbye. Because then I have to go to work, and I have to explain it. Hey, Rami, why did you leave?
I got real sick.
Is Rachel gonna go spook somebody?
I did get sick.
There you go.
In a way.
Oh god, she's gonna spook Elena?
Of course she is. That's why Elena's just standing here not being able to do anything.
She spooked her.
Rachel's a jerk.
Why does it make Rachel like her less? Because she gets spooked?
Yeah.
So, I am already, it's too late, and I don't want to explain myself at work because I'm bad at just coming up with lies on the spot.
You would have had all night till the next day.
No, that actually makes it worse. I'm bad at coming up with lies on the spot, but I'm worse at coming up with lies ahead of time.
Oh, then just don't lie.
Because then that's my general policy.
Does Jack want to talk to Haley Suramai?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Who the hell is Haley Suramai?
I don't know.
Why is she showing up in our life?
It's Sumarai. The M is ahead of the R.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been playing...
Yeah. Yeah! Yeah!
Not another one!
You're going on a second date with David Wong!
No, his first date was with John Cheese.
Oh, God!
That's hot. Okay, so...
They went to the gym.
I'm
They worked out.
That's a great date.
not emotionally prepared! I don't even know how I feel about him!
It gets better, by the way, from here.
Oh.
So, the story.
Oh.
So, yeah, so the comedy starts. And now, actually, they wave me over. Mm-hmm. Like, before, I guess this is like a pre-comedy date or something. And now they wave me over. And so I'm drinking, and I'm already on drink number 2 here. Mm-hmm. Wait, no! I'm on drink number 4 by now, because I drank a bit before I got to the comedy club, even. I'm on drink number 4. And I had not eaten. And I forgot. I forgot how it works with food, because it's easy to forget sometimes. How, like... And I didn't want to buy food at the bar either, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
So I was much more drunk than I usually get off of 4 drinks.
Son, I am disappointed.
I don't care. Just gonna say that right now. I did what I did, and I'm not gonna go into this regret business because I only go forward.
It's not the response I was hoping for, but okay.
So this first comedian comes on, and I did something I've never done before. And you're gonna... Is your date just gonna be carefully walking on ice?
Hold on a minute. Why are you here? Why is the date here on this lake?
Why is the date just you, like, precariously walking around on ice? You don't even have skates for, like, the cute skating.
Why did David Wong invite you on a date out to the lake at the
meet me.
Out in the boonies of undisclosed.
Meet me out of the frozen lake in the middle of nowhere. I had a guy ask me to go out to walk around by a river, and I never talked to him again because I was afraid.
When do the ghosts show up?
This is cute.
When does the hell portal open up in the middle of the lake?
Continue your story.
Okay, so I did something I've never done before.
Why am I on a date with David?
And at first,
check.
At first, you guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck? You shouldn't have done that." But then you're gonna be like, "Oh, that was the right choice." I heckled a comedian, and I basically tried my best to get them off the stage loudly. Now this is it.
Oh.
They started just making these really stupid jokes with racial slurs.
Okay.
And they were like trying to basically just rhyme racial slurs and saying that it wasn't offensive.
I assumed that that's where it was going to
And
go. So.
they were like, and I only did this. I only had the confidence to do this because I was intoxicated. So they were like, I don't know, this isn't, like, does this work? And total club was silent, and I was just like, no. And everybody started laughing. And then he kept doing it even after that. And so I just loudly told
laughed.
him. Yeah, but they laughed after I told him that his jokes were bad.
Yeah, but they still laughed, so he kept doing it because laughter happened after he did it.
Well, and I loudly told him to fuck off and, like, was waving him off the stage, and he left the stage a few minutes after. And that's the only part of that night that I was proud of. Comedy continued, and after that, the comedy was good. And then they left early. And as soon as they left, I, like, booked it, because I was, like, ready to go. I was ready to go home. But then I walked upstairs.
Selfie!
I walked upstairs, and they were paying their bill. And I was like, oh, shit, I can't just be like, I'm leaving right after them. So I run off to the bathroom. And I just hide out there for a few minutes. And then I come back, and they're gone. So I close out my tab, and I leave. And I look for the bus, and the bus isn't coming for a while. So I decided to go to Hard Times, because it's really close. I go to Hard Times, and I get a coffee.
And they're there?
Nope, they're not there. From here on, they're gone.
Okay.
It's just me being stupid that continues. I get a coffee.
He's building an igloo.
This mixture of beer, coffee, and tobacco really gets to me. And I go to the bathroom, and I start to kind of dry heave a little bit. But I did not throw up. I just sat there in the bathroom, dry heaving a little bit. And then I sat down on the toilet, because, like, I thought maybe it would come out the other end. And because I was, like, a little drunk, a little tired, and disappointed, and I was, like, kind of leaning over because I was still a little bit nauseated, I fell asleep for about 20 minutes. In the bathroom at Hard Times, I just fell asleep like mid-poop for about 20 minutes.
I can say confidently that I have never fallen asleep in a public restroom.
At least it wasn't like stalls, because if it was just stalls, there'd just be this sleeping dude in one of those stalls that you can see. But I know someone knocked on the door at some point because I dreamed about someone knocking on a door. And then I woke up just in time to catch the very last bus. And so I went home. And that's my story. I went out thinking that I would maybe smooch a little bit, but instead I fell asleep on a toilet in Hard Times at like nearly 1 in the morning.
And when was this?
This was last night.
So you have not seen the person since?
Nope.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to tell them that it was funny comedy, and I went home afterwards.
And nothing else.
I can lie by omission really easily. I just don't talk about the thing that I don't want to talk about. It's when I have to produce fake facts. When I have to, like, talk about things that didn't literally happen. That's when it's harder.
Okay.
So, you saw someone build an igloo,
Yeah.
and then you decided, hey, I'm going to build an igloo. Right next to their igloo.
I said join them building the igloo. The igloo was finished by the time I was done chatting with Dave, so I walked over and then built a new igloo.
Can you invite Dave to help you build the igloo?
I'm sure I could, but I don't think he's invested in this date at all.
He's the one who he's the one who asked you out.
I'm destroying his angel!
Wow, you suck. So I hope you enjoyed my tale.
Yeah.
That was a good.
This date is over!
That was a cool story.
Wong! I'm gonna go work out.
Wow, I'm sorry. I just said sorry.
Visit lot with group. Visit lot.
You know what?
Just run away from the date.
I'm done.
You pick up, you destroy his snow angel, and then you run away to angrily work out. Wow, this is so
It
gay.
would be hilarious if you ran into John Cheese here. And then John Cheese.
Oh my god, he's everybody. Look at this Chester dick.
You know, the only other person with more of those numbers in all the categories? Pip Goodfellow.
Who are you,
The
Pip?
man. The legend. Am I painting right now?
I don't care. No, you're cleaning up the pie.
Good. Good, I'm glad.
I'm glad you're glad.
Good.
Good. Cool. Is it just me or do our streams get gayer and gayer every time?
I'm here for
Last
it.
time I was patting you on the side of the face and you were just like, that feels good.
I'm here for it.
Quit shoosh papping me.
The
I will
world-
never quit
The
shoosh
world
papping you.
always needs more gay in it. I'm gonna keep saying that until the world is gay.
You're gonna keep saying that till it's true.
It's true.
My only issue with that then is
Then
reproduction,
you can
but we
stop
can do that
saying
with
it.
science now.
We don't need humans. The best case scenario.
I literally just said that. You ignored the second half of my statement.
I was too busy spewing out my response.
I noticed. That's why I
I'm
stopped
sorry.
you.
What did you say?
I said, but we have science for that.
Oh, no, we had fundamentally different responses. You were like, we can manage without, like, human biological reproduction. I was like, we can manage without the human species.
We, as the human species, cannot manage without the human species.
I'd like to point out what I just observed happening there. And that's... You were working out.
Mm-hmm.
You got tired.
Mm-hmm.
And you noticed that the daily reset happened in RuneScape.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to the gym computer
Mm-hmm.
to go do your dailies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went home.
Yeah. That is exactly... We're all eating the disgusting pie I made.
There were some uncooked hot
You're
dogs.
actually eating that?
Hey, Rami, do you want to go on a date with Dahlia Goodfellow?
Who's Dahlia Goodfellow?
Related to Pip, and we need to find out who he is, so I'm going to demand that you do this.
I will do it. I would have done it even without your demand.
This is our household quest.
We keep hearing stories of Pip Goodfellow.
What a weird name.
He's based on Puck from Midsummer Night's Dream. Robin Goodfellow.
Is he actually, like...
Yeah, there are fairies all over this town.
Oh.
We picked the supernatural.
I'm
What am
gonna
I-
date
what am I-
someone related to a fairy?
Hold on.
You're gonna date a fairy.
Yeah, she's also a
Holy
fairy.
hell.
Serena Durwood wants to date me. Who's Serena Durwood?
I think
I'm in.
She's friends with
With a name like Serena.
I think she's friends with the lady that Avatar Me is dating. Can we talk about that painting?
No.
How about now?
Hold on. I need to find out who this person is.
I don't think you know her.
Nope. Well, let's see how this turns out.
You've been humiliated.
Man, I am just the social booterflea.
What did Rachel say to you?
I don't... What she usually says. Alright, I'm in.
I like how the park just loaded in after you walked through it.
Well... Can't win them all.
This is a weird town, I will admit.
What is...
Rami's on a date. With
Oh, that's right.
Serena Goodfellow.
S-
How's it
there we
going?
go. Dahlia Goodfellow. I'm dating Serena Durwood.
Oh,
This
it's
is-
not going well. She has
What's
wings.
happening? What am I doing?
That's because she's
Let's
a fairy.
let's
We
get a-
know
let's
this.
Get a play-by-play.
You are
Wearing your communist jacket.
She's telling you a silly joke.
Oh,
You guys are getting along.
Oh yeah, nice. What am I saying? No what?
No brain.
No brain. Did
Oh.
I just call her stupid?
Yeah. Now she's talking to you about vegetables. Vegetables, cutting vegetables, mashing them,
Pulling them apart. Putting them in a stew.
making food. You're talking about a potted daisy. I like to eat potted plants. Vegetables, nah, potted plants.
Pulling the daisy.
No, vegetables.
Pulling the daisy out of the soil.
I'm telling you, vegetables.
Putting the daisy into the Cuisinart.
Garden trowel.
And then I take a scoop of the dirt the daisy was in.
I believe you guys are having a conversation about
I put that
gardening.
in the Cuisinart.
Cute.
She's talking about vegetables. You're talking about daisies and trowels.
I hope she gets.
And
over
now
it.
you're gonna read a book.
And then I hit the pulse button on the Cuisinart
She-
like 17 times.
It pretty much couldn't
She's
have
gone.
gone any better.
She's
Sloppy jalopy.
she's fucking gone. She bolted.
Did it overall go well? Besides me calling her a fucking dunce.
I mean, you do that.
I can't even wait to get home to read this book.
It's this much.
Well, that's good enough.
Yeah, that is how
She's
much.
the second best person you know.
Wow. Things are really
Keller,
going along.
What happened to us?
Other people moved into the house, and interesting things started happening around town, so we didn't have time for each other.
Oh, it's so sad.
Friend. You know what we have time for now?
My date did not go well.
That's too bad. We should have a band practice right this minute.
My date with the fairy boy sister.
What?
My
Who is
date.
Oh no! No!
Rachel just figured out how to make a snowman.
What are you saying no about?
You!
About my joking about my date with the president's daughter?
Who is Rachel going to go spook?
Bottom.
Is this all she does for fun?
Yes! We all hate her.
She walks around the house spooking Elena.
And everybody.
I've only seen her spook Elena.
Does she spook me? Am I spookable?
Let's see what your relationship with her looks like.
I imagine I'm inured to spooking because of that damn skeleton maid.
She...
No, that just spooked you more.
Yeah. That spooked you to the point where you had to run out of the room. Elena, your phone was ringing.
And then back into the room, and then out of the room, and
Yep.
then back into the room,
Yep.
and then out of the room.
You got stuck in
Sims?
various feedback loops.
Sims do not have object permanence.
No. Sims are kind of bad at life.
This
You
is
should be writing.
Another important aspect of the Sim species is that they don't really develop object permanence. It's possible that it's a bug thing. Because I've seen, because they're bugs.
Yeah.
Because Sims are bugs with human skin.
Can I borrow the mouse again?
Hold on. No, well, this is going so fast. Okay. This place is smoking hot right now. What place? What? Oh. God, we're like a sitcom, and Darwin is the animal sidekick. Except the ghost of Banquo is the animal sidekick. You. Right. You. Paint.
I think that painting's finished.
Oh.
Let's see it.
Let's keep the shit out of that.
I like it. It's abstract.
Melange dreams.
Looks like if it had some text on it, it looks like it could be like a propaganda poster for Arrakis.
Yeah. Where do you want?
Let's put that in the band room.
Or like a tour poster, I guess. Like a visit.
I think the
Visit
next to the drum.
Sandy
There we are.
Arrakis. Drink of the waters of life and probably die. Or,
Become the Cuisinart hat trick.
Become the Kizat's head
Head trauma.
Be done.
The quiz sack head trauma.
The Quincy. The Quincy Hadoken.
That's him. The John Quincy Adams. John Quincy adding machine.
The quack Hadowful. Why are we playing Hadowful Boyfriend?
Do you wanna?
Yeah, I've never
Okay.
played it before.
Neither have I. Yeah, that'll be fun.